has never been another you, and there will never be another you. The miracle of your existence is now in your hands. You are here for a purpose. You have something that only you can give to the world. Take time to consider what it is, my brothers and sisters, and you will understand that God does not make junk. Yes, it is paradoxical, but profoundly true that the most certain way for people to bring hope, help, meaning, and joy to their own lives is by reaching out and bringing hope, help, meaning, and joy to the lives of others. If you're already experiencing this beautiful phenomenon for yourself, you are in good company. Dr. Martin Luther King, civil rights leader, said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Albert Einstein, the physicist, said, each of us is here for a brief sojourn. For what purpose we know not, though sometimes we sense it, but we know from daily life that we exist for other people first of all, for those for whose smiles and well-being our only happiness depends. Praise God. Danny Thomas, founder of St. Jude Hospital, said, all of us are born for a reason, but all of us don't discover why. Success in life has nothing to do with what you gain in life or accomplish for yourself. It's what you do for others. Albert Hubbard said, one great, strong, unselfish soul in every community could actually redeem the world. Robert Ingersoll, a scholar, said, we rise by lifting others. Margaret Mead, anthropologist, said, I must admit that I personally measure success in terms of the contributions an individual makes to her or his fellow human being that makes the difference. Albert Schweitzer said, who is a humanitarian, said, I don't know what your destiny will be, but this I know, the only ones among you who will be truly happy are those who will have sought and found how to serve. Do we know how to serve, my brothers and sisters? Jesus said, I have come to serve, and that's what we are to do. We are to serve. So, my brothers and sisters, realize no matter what you do, God is still on the throne. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen. Remember, there's a way out of your mess, and it's JESUS.
Where can you buy a brand new Nissan with a lifetime warranty? Kingston Pike. Hey, folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. You heard it right. Every new Ted Russell Nissan comes with a lifetime warranty, and that's a long, long time. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Good morning and welcome to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Ask Your Neighbor can also be heard and seen on our website, WYSHradio.com. And if you are in Anderson, Roane, or Morgan County and have Comcast cable, you can watch Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV Channel 12. Ask Your Neighbor is the program where you call in and do just that. Ask Your Neighbor. Do you have a comment? Do you have a problem? Or do you have a question? Then call in and ask your neighbor. 865-457-1380 or toll free at 877-711-4005. And for those of you that might be listening or watching on the internet, you can email from our website, WYSHradio.com. Just click on the Contact Us button and email your questions. Now sit back and listen as listeners throughout East Tennessee and the entire world answer your questions on Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV 12 and AM 1380 WYSH.
Good morning, everybody. Wednesday morning. I hope yours is great. Hump Day Wednesday, middle of the week, downhill toward the weekend. I'm still getting my sea legs under me, or getting my sea legs off of me. I don't know. I've been out at the sea, or at the ocean. It's good to be back. Phone lines are open and available today. We've been juggling. I told you that Sheriff Barker was going to be here today, but he is out of town, so we rescheduled with him yesterday. So here's how it looks. Tomorrow we'll have David WYSH, Stars and Stories, the Kaz Walker Show. At the moment, I think the 17th is open. Monday the 20th, it's Queener's Corner. Our buddy David Queener will be in here. I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about on the 20th. We will have just finished our football game, the Dragons and the Vols. I'm sure we'll talk a little bit of football. Then on the 21st, we'll talk a lot of other stuff with David, too, city councilman here, and find out what's going on in the city. Then on the 21st, on Tuesday, we rescheduled. Sheriff Barker will be here on Tuesday. On Wednesday, local resident Mike Ferguson is coming in. Mike wrote a book, and I got it back here. Hang on. Oh, here it is. He wrote a book, and he's going to come up and tell us about it. So we'll look forward to that. That is going to be next. What did I just tell you? Where's my calendar go? That's going to be on the 17th. No, hang on. On the 22nd. That's going to be on next Wednesday, week from today. So lots of stuff coming up for you. Lots of folks that we've got coming in. And if you're out there and you've got something going on in the community, I don't know whether it be, anyway, anything from the Christmas parade to, I was talking to some folks, Rocky Top, they're going to have a Christmas crawl this year. But whatever it is, if your church group, civic organization, anybody's got something going on that you'd like to talk about, or if you've done something cool like write a book, call me so we can put you on the radio and tell everybody out there about it. Don't you think? Be fun. At least find out about it. In the meantime, we do open phone lines. And open phone lines today, 865-457-1380. Now, you guys keep Jasper, J-Legs, keep him and his family in your prayers today. He's going in for what is minor surgery, but anytime you have any kind of surgery, it's major, you know. It's minor to everybody but the one getting surgery, right? It's very minor surgery. Minor until you're the one getting it. But Jasper is going in. He's having a pacemaker put in today. Yeah. I don't know, over the last number of years, we haven't talked a lot about it on the radio, but he's had a real hard time with running out of energy, being short of breath, and they've went through, I bet he's done 500 tests. Maybe not 500, but maybe 400. I don't know. He's done a lot. He's been to a bunch of different doctors a lot, and they finally have isolated what they think is wrong. Part of his heart wasn't pumping the way it's supposed to, and they are going to put a pacemaker in there. They told him he'd be up and walking today. I don't know. I doubt he'll be in here today, but maybe he'll be in here tomorrow, and we can squeeze him in for a few minutes to talk about it while David's here. David has one. David WYSH has one, too. He just had a new one put in. So, I don't know, but Jasper's young, and hopefully everything will go well, and he'll be back here bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow or Friday. But keep him in your prayers and his family in your prayers today as he goes in and has that done. All right, that said, my phone lines are open. So they tell me that Alabama is an 8.5 to 9-point favorite. It sounds to me like they're planning on field goals and winning it. You know, we've been down that road the last few weeks. I'll take it if it's a field goal win for us. But what do you guys think? I kind of expected that we would be an underdog. I mean, when Georgia came to Tennessee, we were a 3-point underdog, which we lost by 3. So going to Tuscaloosa, I don't care what kind of season they're having. This is a big week in college football for the Tennessee Volunteers and Crimson Tide of Alabama. We'll see. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I really am. I watched such glimmers of great football and great execution when we opened the Georgia game. I mean, I was just astounded. Everybody was. But then I watched it, just kind of melt away. And we struggled with Mississippi State. We struggled with Arkansas. We're not going to be able to struggle like that we're not going to be able to make mistakes like that. We're not going to be able to let folks get past our secondary, get behind us, or they're going to burn us up. We'll see. And if someone like me can see it, I'm positive the coaches over there can see it. It's just what can they do to correct it? And not only that, whatever we do to correct whatever problems we have, Alabama's out there. I'm sure they're knowing what we're working on. They're seeing what problems we're having, so they're switching it up to give us more problems in different areas. But there you have it. Now, what do you think? Tennessee? 8.5 point underdog. 8.5 point underdog. Headed to South Doyle this Friday night. Crew will have the play-by-play for you. I was hoping we could have video by this Friday night, but it's just not been possible with us just getting back and me trying to get everything done. But we're fervently working on that. Cool. We'll have it for you. And a lot of folks tell me I watch this video, but I listen to you guys. I can't stand listening to that other thing, whatever. But that said, we're still working on it. It's a process. And then we're trying to find somebody, too. If you're out there and you're a business and you can see the business opportunity and what we're getting ready to do, we'd love to talk to you about it, where you could be the actual sponsor of the actual video broadcasts of our program, of our broadcasts. So that we're getting ready to, like I said, we're going to start that. We're not going to try and sell sponsorship this year for it because we're so late getting it started. But if you're interested in it at all, give me a call. I can tell you we can get you fixed up maybe for something for the last couple of games this year. We can get it streaming. It's going to be kind of a test for when we do get it started, if we get it on this year, which we plan to, but it'll definitely be testing, getting ready for next season, where you'll be able to tune in, hear Walt, Jim, James David, all bringing you the sports play-by-play as you watch the action live on the field as we're doing it. So we've just had an overwhelming amount of people the last 2 years ask us if we would consider doing that. And I've always wanted to do it. It's just kind of out of my wheelhouse. That's Brad's wheelhouse. That's what, that's his part of this equation. He handles TV, but he's up to his elbows in alligators with his weekly football broadcast, although he's given me a lot of information on how we can do it, and I really appreciate it because without him, I couldn't, without his help. But we do appreciate that. So anyway, all that stuff's coming up. What do you think, Clinton and South Doyle? I listened to some of the sports talk last night. It was a great show, very interesting. The voting has closed on the Clinton's top 100 players of all time. A lot of people put forth a lot of names. And then Jasper's got it to we had hundreds of votes. I think he said 687, I can't remember. And each of those are individuals. You were only allowed to vote one time. So a lot of people weighed in on it from all over the place, and we'll find out the winner coming up here in the next few weeks. Find out who are the top, quote-unquote, perceived players in Clinton Dragon football history. And, we were talking about this, too. I mean, it's a lot of people that listen to us. They remember and focus on the decades of which they were in high school, played high school, or very shortly thereafter. So you've got kind of different pockets of different demographics where you've got a certain age group, and they've got people that they focus in on as being the top. And then you've got some of the younger folks that they focus in on, who they think is some of the top players. So it's very interesting. Jasper says we're going to publish that in, what do you say, 2 weeks? Can't remember, but we will. We'll put that out there. Top 100 all-time players, Clinton High School. In the meantime, I'm going to open the phone lines up. I want to talk to you guys, 865-457-1380. You listen to me run my mouth all the time. I want to listen to you. I enjoy hearing from you, hearing about you, what's going on with you. I know that I come back and I talk about all kinds of stuff. Our trip to the beach, oh, man, trip to the beach, right? Had a great trip. And I found one of the most well-preserved shark's teeth that I've ever found. I mean, it was the bomb.com when it comes to shark's teeth, right? I'm very proud of it. It was just, I mean, Tracy, we were just walking, we were looking for them, and I was like, oh, there's one. And she was like, uh-huh. And when I bent down and picked it up, she was like, oh, my goodness, that's the goat of all shark's teeth of all time. And I agreed. But look at this. Look at this shark's tooth. This is these things are not the easiest things in the whole world to find. They're very difficult. Normally, they're black, but this is obviously a most recent one that had fallen out. See that on your TV? Look at that. Here, wait, I'll show you the other side of it, too. There's the back side of it. I mean, you can even see the defined grooves in the teeth. You see that? It's pretty cool, huh? Found that. Was super duper happy, right? So I put it in my bag, not to lose it. Then I got worried that I was going to lose it, right? So I thought, well, I'm going to put it in my pocket so that I don't forget it. And then I forgot it in my pocket. And when it came time to leave, I couldn't find it. So we went through the washer and the dryer and all the stuff at the condo. And so I'm hoping that somewhere in my luggage, I've not taken everything out yet, but I'm hoping that somewhere in my luggage that tooth is still there, because over the hundreds that I've found over the years that I've been going, and the thousands that James David has found, we found tons of them. That's one of the coolest ones. That's probably the coolest, if not the second coolest one we've ever found. So, see, I come on here and I blather about stuff like that. I talk about our trips. I talk about the boys. I talk about what Tracy and I are doing, stuff like that. I talk all the time. But I want to hear from you guys. I'd like to hear what's going on with you. What's going on out there in town? What's happening? What do you think about our football program? What do you think about the University of Tennessee? What do you think about in general? I mean, I'm not talking a whole lot of national politics. Nothing controversial, but Jiminy Christmas, great day in the morning for those of you that were raised up in church. You start hearing the phrases peace in the Middle East. What do you think about that? If you get into Revelations and start reading it, there's a lot of things and lining up as prophesied, predicted. But we have what they're calling peace between Hamas and Israel. And then you've got the Arab states that have come on board basically to isolate Hamas, forcing them to lay down their weapons and surrender, give up the hostage. I know they haven't given back all of them. I suspect, this is what I suspect, that some of them were treated with such disregard they don't remember what they did with them, or maybe the people that did something with them were killed in some of the raids. But that said, I think hopefully they'll find them and bring all of them home. I don't think that they are intentionally withholding them, because I think beyond a shadow of a doubt that, for one, they know that our president is not playing games. And one of the reasons that they know that is not just because of his bluster from time to time, but that he was able to bring all of the Arab states. They were all there except Iran when he signed this deal. All of them. That's historic just in that one person could get all of these people that have so many different disagreements with each other, and certainly with Israel, to even sit down, much less sign on to it. And I saw last night, Lindsey Graham is taking this. It's a 20-point peace deal. He's going to take it to Congress and ask Congress to all acknowledge, endorse, and basically as a body, all 100 senators sign off on this peace deal, acknowledge it, endorse it. It will be surprising to me. I said it would be surprising. I was going to say it would be surprising if any senator would not sign off on it, but I have a feeling there'll be some that won't, just because it was authored by Donald Trump or with Donald Trump and his staff. And that'd be a shame, because, who wants to see fighting going on? Then yesterday, too, we had, did you guys get to see the presentation for the Medal of Freedom posthumously to Charlie Kirk on his what would have been his 32nd birthday? I watched that, and I mean, it saddened me. It saddened me terribly when he was shot. I told Tracy, I said, it's weird that you can miss someone that you never met. I miss just knowing that he's not out there doing what he was doing. Especially, I mean, I was very aware of him and the things that he was doing on campus. What I wasn't aware of was the acceptance he was getting. What you saw most of the time was these heated discussions between him and somebody from an opposing view, because that's what he did. So you saw a lot of that, but what you didn't see was, and it wasn't posted as much, but the people that came to acknowledge him and agree with him and that are finding a new way in life, maybe coming to the agreement that, the hookup phase that kids are going through right now might not be good. So it's like the more that I saw and learned, even though, like I said, I knew pretty much most things there were to know about him, I followed him, but the more that I learned, it's like, it's odd that you feel an empty space that person isn't here. And they say, well, his organization's going to step up, and I believe that. And his goal that he hoped to achieve in a lifetime of work was to have a Turning Point group on every high school campus. And just within the days of him passing away, I mean, again, now this was a lifetime goal that they didn't know if they could achieve, but they wanted to shoot for, it's 23,000 schools across the country. And so that was his goal. I think there's 23. I might have that number wrong, but so his goal was to have Turning Point on every campus. And I think when he passed away, between colleges and some, they had a couple thousand. And they're literally on the cusp now of having a Turning Point chapter at every high school in the country. And somebody will have to correct me, but they've had, I'll just say, tens of thousands of requests to put them in schools and colleges and on college campuses across the country. Pretty cool. So, I mean, we had that yesterday. That's momentous. And did you see, too, and I don't know if you agree with this or not, but for the first time ever on the Medal of Freedom, where we put the emblem of the Medal of Freedom and everything on the front, on the back they put the Christian cross. It's the first time that's ever been done. They did that in honor and recognition of Charlie Kirk. I hate that he's passed away, but what a cool testimony he left. And I was watching that yesterday, and everything, you watch it, and it's sad. You're watching his wife, and it's sad. But, oh, my great goodness, when she started talking about that she asked their little girl what she'd like to say to her dad, oh, my goodness, for his birthday, that's hard. I don't care who you are. If that was, that wasn't hard, check yourself. That was hard to watch. It really was. And I just can't believe that there are people out there. I really can't believe it. That there are people out there that celebrated his death. I mean, even if he was terrible, politics or whatever, he still had two little kids. His son is only 16 months old, and I'm not quite sure the age of his daughter, but geez Louise, how would anybody think that anything like that could be anything but just terrible? I don't know. So there's a lot. I mean, I've just grazed over a few things that are going on out there in the wild, wild world. A lot going on. If you guys have anything to say about it, weigh in about it, thoughts about it. Did you see any of the goings-on yesterday? What do you think? 865-457-1380. I'll give you a moment to share your thoughts, to share whatever it is that's on your mind. If you don't have anything to share, you don't have anything to ask, you don't have any opinion on any of this, you just sit and let it watch it happen. Okay, that's good too. I'm not ready to make my prediction on who's going to win the game between Alabama and Tennessee. I can say that right now. Jasper's not here, and he probably can't hear me. He's probably in a hospital room getting prepped. Otherwise, he'd be calling me going, "What do you mean you don't know?" I'm not ready to make my prediction yet. I am most likely going to go with Tennessee. I'm going to go with Tennessee. But I'm saying I'm going to go to Tennessee, but you can tell I'm a little uncomfortable. I know I'm not a fair weather fan by any stretch of the imagination, but you worry.
As a homeowner, I'm always looking for peace of mind, especially when I have a costly, unplanned expense, like a cooling system repair or replacement. That's when I turn to the eScore Quality Contractor Network. They're the pros who've been specially trained and approved by TVA and your local power company. The quality contractors are licensed and insured, so you can be assured the job will be done right and inspected for free. Contact your local power company or visit energyright.com to learn more.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Good morning. Welcome to Ask Your Neighbor on WYSH.
It's WYSH. It's Gator Man. What's happening, buddy?
Nothing much, Gator. You been listening to us?
Yeah, I've been listening to you a little bit. I got something I got to say on this Ask Your Neighbor.
You got to say or sell?
Huh?
You got something to sell?
No, to say.
Oh, okay. What do you want to say?
Yeah. Anyway, I was up in Cameron County, me and my wife yesterday. We was doing a little shopping up there. We go up there quite often. But anyway, let me tell you, I can't figure this out between Anderson County and Knox County. They can say anything they want to say about this and that. They're full of crap about this gas regulation thing. These people are doing what they want to do. Do you know how much I got gas for? I filled up there yesterday. I wish I'd have had me some of them gas cans. $2.35.
And now
I hear people explain that.
I know right where you were.
County now.
Yeah, I know right which gas. I know what gas station.
Anderson County, most of the places is $2.60 and up.
Yeah, I know right which gas station you were. That's the only one up there that's got it that cheap. But yes, I know exactly which one you were.
Yeah,
I stopped there going up to the lake.
No, I went a couple of places more. Theirs was like $2.39.
Okay.
So, and the highest up there was $2.57. I mean, that's just still something wrong with that, Ron. All these people get the gas off the same gas truck. It's kind of like the cigarettes. I ain't never smoked cigarettes, but I get tickled at these folks that buy these cigarettes. And this one is $7 and $9 a pack, or $4 a pack. And this one has got this name on it. This one says that. Just like they do about the gas, they'll claim that the gas is this one. One of them is a high whatever it is, and this one is a that one. How that gas know that when they put you in that pipe in that big old truck? I see one big truck anytime you go somewhere hauling the gas. Ain't nothing on that truck that said this one is this kind of gas. It don't say that. They just put you down in that tank thing, and then these folks sit there and put what they wanted to say on it and charge you this much for that and this much for this one. It's all the same gas like this. How that tobacco out there in the field, Ron? That tobacco don't know it's going to be a Marlboro. It don't know it's going to be a Lucky or Stripe or whatever them cigarettes is these folks smoke. It doesn't know that. It's just tobacco. And they sell it like a cow. A cow don't know that he's a prime rib and a prime this and all that stuff. That cow don't know that. When they take that cow to the auction thing and they get the money for it, and then they take it on and knock the little fella on off the map and cut him up, and then this one is a prime rib. This is this kind. They tickle you with this stuff. I was so tickled yesterday. I told my wife, I got a call on. I mean, I'm just astonished about that $2.35. Woo! My goodness alive. It's just, I think the price gouging, Ron, that's all it is. They put what they wanted on because they know you going to drive, you got to get it. if you need some and you way up there or down here and wherever else, it's so high. But anyway, I just had to share that to people. Go to the father, get you some gas. I fill up and come all the way home, and I hadn't even used up a tinch. That's the truth. And then me and my wife then went way up to Knoxville yesterday, come back, and I still barely have used a quarter of a tank. So now you know it's something wrong. Got to be something wrong, Ron. So I just thought I'd share that, brother.
All right, Gator. Thank you, buddy.
Okay, buddy.
Bye. Only thing I can tell you is once whomever buys the gas at the convenience store, it then becomes their gas. And price gouging doesn't go into effect until you've got a type of emergency. Because if the gas station right down the road here raised its prices to $10 a gallon, and Joe at the Get and Go is still at $2.50 a gallon or $2.60, whatever it is, I doubt you'd go buy the $10 a gallon. Once they get the gas, and again, it also has to do with the prices in your area. If one guy's selling it for $2.60 and you're selling it for $2.30, you're across the street, you can raise yours to $259.9 and still outdo him, make more money. So, again, has as much to do with capitalism as from who they buy their gas from. It was explained to us years ago that there are different providers, if you will, different refineries, and from different areas, and therefore they bear different prices. But again, you're talking about sometimes a rock's throw from each other. And when you get like that, especially if you're buying gas from the same company and you have different prices, well, that comes down to the capitalist that owns the building, owns the property, running the business, or whomever is calculating the best price they can get, what the market will yield, and still try to make somewhat of a profit. There's very little, if any, profit in gasoline. If you don't believe me, look it up. It's very small. Gasoline today is used more as a lure to get you into the convenience store. You remember there used to be gasoline, gas stations. There weren't candy bars, and it was a gas station. I remember that. You remember that. You might have had a vending machine outside. And then the convenience store came. So the gas stations became you've got to get gas if you're going to drive, so you got to stop. So they hoped you'd stop, and then they hoped you'd come in and buy something. A lot of people do. Speaking of, since we're talking about convenience stores, did you guys see, and we're talking about it here, the 50th anniversary of Get and Go's are celebrating it this weekend. They're going to be doing a bunch of different stuff. I've got my paperwork around here somewhere. I started to holler for Jasper to bring it to me, but he's not here. But they're celebrating their 50th, if you can believe that, 50 years. That really is hard to believe, isn't it? Well, yeah, they're having now Thursday the 16th. Tomorrow. Ready? They're having celebrity pumpers, and you will save 30 cents per gallon of gas tomorrow at the Get and Go. Between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. at store number 1. And that's the one by CUB, right across CUB. From 9:30 to 10:30, they'll be at store number 2. That's the one by Food City. From 11 a.m. to 12 noon, store 3. That's the one across from Aspire Park. And from 12:30 to 1:30, they'll be up store number 4 by the interstate. And during those times, tomorrow, you'll be able to get gas for 30 cents for a 30 cents discount. Ha! How about that? So, store number 1, 8 to 9. Store number 2, 9:30 to 10:30. 11 to noon at store number 3 by Aspire, and 12:30 to 1:30 up by the interstate. And I think, in fact, I know Jay's going to be there. We'll probably have WYSH and Merle at the locations out there. So stop in, get some gas. Okay? I say this, they're going to have celebrity gas pumpers. I think Joe's going to be out there, and some of the folks that work for him are going to be out there pumping your gas. Saving money, 50 years of get and go. All right, I'm going to be quiet and let you guys weigh in if you'd like to, or I'm just going to be quiet and go home, whatever the case might be. But in the meantime, 865-457-1380. There's a lot going on, a lot happening in the world around us. What do you think about it?
My first mistake wasn't running out of cash. It wasn't even maxing out my credit card. My first mistake was not knowing Shylock's pawn shop was just around the corner.
Life throws curveballs, but that doesn't mean you're out of options. Shylock's Pawn Shop offers fast cash loans, retail sales, and more. When you need a helping hand, we're here for you. Visit us at 1204 Clinch Avenue, Clinton, or online at ShylockSpawn.com. Remember, Shylock's has cash for you.
Help is just around the corner. Remember, Shylock's has cash for you.
You guys sure? Anybody, anywhere, anytime soon? Or are we wrapping this up? Ask your neighbor. Good morning. You're on the air. WYSH, ask your neighbor.
I was just calling to ask if you would announce those times again for the Get and Go Gas one.
Well, sure I will. Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Here you go. 8. This is tomorrow morning, ladies and gentlemen, moms and dads. And do me this one favor, okay? When you pull up to get your gas tomorrow, you tell them, only reason I'm here is because I heard Ron talk about it on WYSH. Will you do that for me? Promise. All right, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. tomorrow. They'll be at store number 1. And all gas will be discounted 30 cents a gallon. Store number 1 is the store across from CUB. From 9:30 a.m. until 10:30 a.m., store number 2, that's down at Food City, the one by Food City. Again, gas will be discounted by 30 cents. Store number 3, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. That's a store by Spire Park. And finally, 12:30 to 1:30, they'll be at store number 4, and that's up at the interstate. Plus, they're going to have deli specials, great food deals, lots of other stuff. Celebrity pumpers out there pumping your gas. Big deal is saving money. Will you guys do that for me? Let them know you heard it here. All right, quick, call.
Hey, Ball family, this is Stir the Pearl Hen. That's right, DJ Stir the Pearl. Tune in every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. for the Pizza Express Tuesday Night Sports Talk with Jasper Young and Walt Stair here at WYSH.
Rogers Group. Who are they? Rogers Group is a family-owned business started in 1908 that operates in 7 states. Locally, they're in Oak Ridge and Campbell County. Rogers Group, what do they do? They offer high-quality products and services at competitive prices. They offer commercial and residential services, crushed stone, sand, gravel, asphalt paving, and road and bridge construction. Rogers Group, where are they? 250 Union Valley Road in Oak Ridge and at 429 Queener Road in Jacksboro. Rogers Group, a local, family-owned, community-minded business.
When you have a wreck, a good day can become a bad day in a hurry. But when it's time to get that car towed away, there is a number you need to know. 865-457-6927. Lowe's Tows. Did you know they work with all insurance agencies and body shops? And they can assist you throughout the whole process. Call 865-457-6927. If you need a tow, you need Lowe's Tows. 865-457-6927. They're locally owned and operated. They will tow anything, anywhere, from a Volkswagen to a semi-truck, from across the street to across the state. The stress of having a wreck is bad enough, so call Lowe's Tows, and that's one less thing you have to worry about. 614 Clinch Avenue in Clinton. Call 865-457-6927 or find them on Facebook at Lowe's Tows.
You should consider advertising on WYSH Trading Time because people all over East Tennessee are listening and just might come in and do business with you. Good morning, WYSH Radio, Trading Time. Hi, you're on the air. Where are you calling us from this morning?
Knoxville.
Hey.
Yeah, good morning to you, Ron, and I'm calling from Powell.
Thank you. Where are you calling me from this morning?
Clinton.
Yes, sir. Where are you calling me from this morning, brother?
I'm down here in Oliver Springs. I've been right here on this corner since 1972.
My friend, where are you calling me from today?
Clinton.
Okay. That'll do it. Where are you calling from today? I know where you're at. You're here in Clinton.
That's right.
Go right ahead. And where are you calling me from?
I'm in between Oliver Springs and Harriman.
Well, I'm up here in the Andersonville area.
Yes, ma'am. Where are you calling us from today?
Rockwood.
Go right ahead.
Nowhere on the wrong county down here. How you doing?
Good morning. You're on the air.
It's Big Ron from Metropolis in Harriman, Tennessee. Now I'm up at Kilmer, sitting by the fireplace.
Where are you calling us from this morning?
Oliver Springs.
Where are you at today, David? Where are you calling from?
Over on Raccoon Valley.
Raccoon Valley. AM 1380, WYSH. WYSH. Where are you calling me from today, sir?
Jacksboro.
Jacksboro. Fantastic. Where are you calling me from this morning?
Oliver Springs.
Where are you at this morning?
I'm in Dutch Valley community. They can call me here in La Follette.
Good morning, sir. Where are you calling us from today?
Call from Rockwood.
Good deal.
And I'm calling from South Clinton.
Where are you calling me from today?
This is Nick in Oak Ridge.
Nick in Oak Ridge. Good morning, Nick. Thank you. Where are you calling from this morning?
Knoxville.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
I'm calling from Briceville, Tennessee today.
Calling from Bryce. Yes, sir. Where are you calling me from?
Harriman.
Harriman. Thank you. Pat, you're calling me from West Wolf Valley.
West Wolf Valley, yes, sir.
There you go.
Right here below the radio station on Spring Street.
Where are you calling us from this morning, sir?
Campbell County.
Yes, it is. Hi. Good morning. Where are you calling me from today?
I'm calling down here from South Harriman.
That's exactly right. Where are you calling me from today, pal?
La Follette.
La Follette. Thank you. Go ahead. Fantastic. Campbell County's in the house today. Where are you calling me from today?
South Clinton.
Thank you, sir. Where are you calling me from today?
Here in Clinton, Ron.
Thank you, sir. Do you currently or would you like to draw business from any of these areas? Clinton, Oliver Springs, Jacksboro, Oak Ridge, Rockwood, La Follette, Andersonville, Harriman, Caryville, Dutch Valley, Roane County, Campbell County, Knoxville, South Clinton, Bryceville, West Wolf Valley, Raccoon Valley, Spring Street, South Harriman, Emery Gap, Powell, and many others? This is just one day of trading time. We do it 6 days a week, twice a day. A world of business is waiting to hear about your business on Trading Time. So why not advertise your business right here on WYSH Trading Time? Heard on AM 1380, FM 99.5, FM 101.1, online at WYSHradio.com, at BBBTV12.com. On your Alexa, simply say, play WYSH Radio Clinton on the TuneIn Radio app. Watch Trading Time on Comcast, Xfinity Channel 1081 or 1086. On Facebook, search WYSH AM 1380 or BBB TV 12. On YouTube, Twitter, now X, just search BBB TV 12. And you can watch on your Roku, Fire Stick, and Apple TV streaming device by downloading Boxcast and then searching BBB Communications. So why not advertise your business to everyone listening to Trading Time right here on WYSH?
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insured.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Have a great day. It's going to be another beautiful day with sunshine and temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. That's the trend all week, but a cold front brings us rain Saturday into Sunday. This forecast is brought to you by Master Battery, and they are more than just batteries. From boosters to portable generators, alternators to starters. Listen, they have what you need when you need it. Give them a call today at 865-947-1500 to get the best prices in town. I'm meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center for AM 1380, FM 101.1, and FM 99.5 WYSH.
Thank you for listening to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Make sure you tune in at 10 a.m. each day, Monday through Friday, right here on AM 1380 WYSH and BBB TV 12. Or listen live online at WYSHradio.com. And remember, if you have a question, comment, or problem, call in tomorrow and ask your neighbor. Or email from our website. It's Ask Your Neighbor. Thanks for listening.
Nobody has more going on in their life than Denny.
Pretty scared to try to hit him in the face, like he told me.
I'm Mark Darrow, and this is PRN's Garage Pass.
At Napa, we've spent